Welcome to another trade recap, guys. I took two trades today. The first one was a stop loss, the second one was a take profit, and in total I made about $3,389 today. And yeah, let's come to the trades. We start in the 1 hour time frame, and we can see that the S&P 500 is definitely stronger than the Nasdaq. Why? Because we already took out this high at the S&P 500 and we failed to took it out on the Nasdaq. And on the opposite, we took out this low on the Nasdaq, and at the time of the trade, we didn't took out that low on the S&P 500. So we definitely have been weaker on the Nasdaq and stronger on the S&P 500. So I was pretty sure if I want to execute short positions, I will execute them on the Nasdaq. And if I want to execute long positions, I will execute them on the S&P 500 because it's the stronger asset. And this is the time 9:30. We can see that we are respecting this 1 hour fair value gap. And if we look at the lows here, we have many stacked lows. So a lot of liquidity is here. So I was pretty sure that price will going down this morning. Let's switch to the M30 time frame. And now there will be New York opening. This is the live price, so don't get confused. Here you see the opening. So at the time of the opening, we didn't took out this low and this low on the S&P 500. I will go to the 1 minute chart so we can see what happened during the opening. So this is the opening candle. And it's this one on the S&P 500. So we can see that we took out this high on the S&P 500. So we swapped liquidity on the S&P 500, and on the Nasdaq we failed to do this. I will go further, and we can see that we are dumping and that we took out this low on the Nasdaq, and that we are respecting this fair value gap on the Nasdaq. So another reason why I was sure that price will dump further. So let's continue. We see prices dumping, and now we will hit into a fair value gap. I think into this fair value gap. Yeah, we see we hit the fair value gap and price dumped. So this was my first entry. I took the entry here. I set a sell limit and my take profit to this point. And my sell limit was this candle body. That was a break of structure. So this was my entry trigger. And you see, I got triggered and I got a stop loss. So this was my first stop loss. Let's continue, and we see that we are pushing higher, and then we start dropping again, and we got another break of structure here at this point. So this would have been also a really nice trade, to be honest. No, not this entry. There we got another fair value gap. This would be even better because we are respecting this 1 minute fair value gap. And with the next candle, we are breaking to the downside. So this would have been a really, really nice entry. We also got an SMT between the Nasdaq and the S&P 500 at this point. This candle, yeah, you can see that we swept this high, and on the Nasdaq we failed to swap the high. So we got the SMT here and we respected this 1 minute fair value gap. So this would have been a really, really nice short position. You can enter on the candle close, or you can set the limit to this body and target this low. Of course, you could also target the other lows, but this one is the safest. And it's already 3.3 hours, so it's fine, I would say. yeah, this would have been a pretty nice entry. You see, entry got triggered and price is just dumping. So I saw this and I didn't took the entry, so I thought, okay, I missed my opportunity, sad, but I was lucky there was another opportunity. And I switched to the M5 time frame now, and we see that we built another M5 fair value gap here. And on the M5 time frame, we came into the fair value gap and we respected it and broke down. And we got another break here. And I took my entry on this breaker block. So on the M5 wick, that's where I placed my limit order, and my take profit was this sell side liquidity. Why I put my my limit order here and not here? It was just a question of the risk to reward. 2.5 is still not bad, but I wanted a better risk to reward, so I set my limit order on the breaker block here, which was pretty nice. And you see that we got triggered perfectly, and then we just dumped, and I hit it hit my take profit. So perfect trade. You can see we dumped further and hit already those targets. These are open. I think we will also hit them because it's just staked liquidity. So we should hit them. Maybe we get a small retracement, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that we will hit them today or tomorrow, but I think we will hit them today. Yeah, that was a pretty nice trade, which made me over $3,000 in total. Like I said in the previous video, in my opinion, you always have to look which one of both is the stronger asset, which one is the weaker asset, and you should already execute your long positions on the stronger asset and your short positions on the weaker asset. This helped me to increase my win rate a lot when I did this small adjustment to my trading strategy. And yes, that's it with the video. I hope you learned something. I would be happy if you leave a like, leave a comment and subscribe. And I say see you in the next video.